Margaret, about Sarah's wedding next week, Kevin and I will pick up your husband, Henry, and we'll meet you directly at the venue. Is that okay?
Yes, Emma, please do that. I'll stay at a hotel near the venue. Just send me the meeting place and time for the day.
Are you sure? Is it really okay to go separately? If we're meeting at the venue anyway, wouldn't it be easier to go together? We could all travel in one car, and it might be more convenient for everyone.
It's fine to go separately. Emma, you've probably noticed, haven't you, that my husband and I are finished as a married couple. It's better for both of us to spend fewer time together as possible.
You don't have to say it like that. I know you and Henry have had your differences, but this is Sarah's special day. Maybe it would be good to try to put things aside just for the wedding?
You don't need to be considerate. After Sarah's wedding is over, we're planning to divorce anyway. Until then, as long as we can maintain minimum appearances, I don't care.
What? Divorce? Margaret, I had no idea things had gotten this serious between you two.
Yes, we've been talking about it for years, and the divorce papers are already prepared. It's just that Henry asked me to wait at least until the children were independent, so I'm reluctantly keeping up the pretense of being married. Honestly, I've been ready to end this for a long time, but he kept begging me to wait.
I see. Honestly, I didn't think things had progressed that far. Kevin visits your family home quite frequently. Is that related to this?
It seems like Henry's health hasn't been good lately. I hardly go home and have no interest. Kevin and Sarah are worried and visit often. To be honest, I find it exhausting being around him these days. Every conversation turns into an argument or uncomfortable silence.
I see. That's why. Oh, sorry. The kids will be home soon, so I'll excuse myself.
Okay. Well, please take care of things for Sarah's wedding day. wedding.
Sorry, Margaret, we're a bit tied up.
Being late to my daughter's wedding. You've got some nerve for a daughter-in-law. Henry and Kevin are both late too. How pathetic. I thought you all were more excited about Sarah's wedding than I was. Well, whatever. Just come here right now. Otherwise, I'll make you divorce my son.
Margaret, we're currently at your husband's funeral, so it's impossible.
What? What's that? What kind of joke? Oh, I get it. This is payback against me, right? What I said earlier was a joke. Did you really think I could make Kevin divorce you? That boy would never listen to me anyway. Getting angry was just a joke, too. Come on, Emma, this isn't funny anymore. Sarah's going to be devastated if we're all late.
No, that's not what I mean. A few days ago, Henry passed away. This isn't a joke or a lie. It's the truth.
Stop saying ridiculous things. Stop with the obvious lies. If you're angry about something, just say it directly. Don't make up stories like this.
You've been away from home for about a week, right? Then it's natural that you wouldn't know. Margaret, I'm being completely serious right now. This is not a joke.
No, if my husband really died, there's no way his wife wouldn't be contacted, right? But I haven't received a phone call or even a text. This is obviously a lie.
That's natural, because you weren't invited to the funeral.
What? Why not? That doesn't make any sense at all. I'm his wife.
If you think I'm lying, you'll know immediately if you go into the venue. Today's wedding was canceled, and Sarah is also attending the funeral. When you see no one's there, you'll understand it's true. Well, I'm busy, so...
No, that's not what I mean. Wait, Emma? Emma? Kevin, is it true that your father died? I just went to the wedding venue and it's completely empty. What's going on?
What's with you, Mom? You're being noisy. It's true, but so what?
Then why wasn't I contacted at all? Emma said I wasn't invited, but what does that mean? I've been calling everyone and no one answered. I don't deserve being left out.
It means exactly what Emma said. You're not welcome. It would be troublesome if you came without being invited, so just stay put.
No, why would that happen? I'm his wife. It's strange that I, his wife, wasn't invited to the funeral. This has to be some kind of mistake. There must be a misunderstanding.
It can't be helped. It was Dad's own wish.
What? Your father's? That can't be right. Why would he exclude me from his own funeral?
He suddenly collapsed a few days ago and was taken to the hospital. We were gonna contact you too, but he said not to contact you, and if he died, not to invite you to the funeral either. Even when he was barely conscious, he was very clear about this point. We just fulfilled Dad's last wish. I have no intention of telling you the funeral location.
Why would he do such a thing? Sure, we were planning to divorce after Sarah's wedding, but we haven't even divorced yet. I don't deserve to be treated like this. Wait a minute, what about my property division? Property division means splitting assets in half, right? Then I'll take that house.
You only get monetary assets. The house and land are Dad's portion. Who inherits them is Dad's decision.
But I didn't hear anything about property division. I can't accept having it decided so unilaterally.
Huh? When you signed the divorce papers, you said money was fine for property division.
Really? Did I?
Yes, I heard it was documented and given to the lawyer. But shouldn't you be worrying about other things besides inheritance and property division? You don't have time to be so carefree.
What do you mean? What else could there possibly be to worry about?
Before Dad died, I was asked to do blood tests for Sarah and Dad.
Blood tests? Wait, that means...
You had an affair shortly before Sarah was born, right? When Sarah was born, she didn't resemble him at all, and he'd been concerned about it. But if he confronted you about it and his suspicions were right, it would put you and Sarah in a difficult position. So he pretended not to notice and acted like it was his imagination.
Then why now, of all times?
He'd decided to divorce you, but Dad's too soft. I suppose he wanted one final push, a reason not to regret divorcing you. The blood test results, you know better than anyone, right?
But even if that's discovered now, so what? Even if Sarah...
resulted in Sarah. I finally finished talking with the lawyer yesterday. You should receive notice soon.
What? What are you talking about? Why can I be sued for compensation by you for my affairs? Only your father could do that, right? Well, he's already dead, though. This doesn't make any legal sense.
The right to claim compensation can be inherited.
What? That means... Are you saying you inherited the right to sue me?
I can claim the compensation Dad couldn't. By the way, Dad only recently learned that Sarah has a different father. The statute of limitations for compensation for affairs and infidelity is within 3 years of discovery. Regarding Sarah's parentage, I can still claim compensation without any problem.
No way. Because if that happens... Kevin, you can't be serious about this. I'm your mother.
Pregnancy and childbirth from an affair results in higher compensation than usual, so combining this affair with Sarah's parentage, the total claim will be quite substantial.
Wait, I've already spent the property division money. In this situation, I can't pay high compensation. You have to understand, I had no idea this was coming.
Have your wealthy boyfriend pay for all of it. I'm separately suing him for compensation anyway. You had an affair because he was better than Dad, right? Then he'll pay for you.
Don't be ridiculous. It's not that simple. Anyone would be troubled by sudden high claims. Kevin, please reconsider. Can't we work this out as a family without involving lawyers and courts?
Reconsider for someone who didn't shed a tear when Dad died and didn't even apologize once? No way! Sarah and I always hated you for making Dad suffer. I have no intention of showing you any mercy now.
Don't say that. I'm your mother, not helping your parent in trouble. That makes you a failure as children.
We don't want to hear that from someone who failed as both a mother and a wife. I'm gonna make you pay properly and report it to Dad. Dad died before I could be filial to him. This will be my first and last act of filial piety. So Dad can drink good beer and...